Hello, in today's video, I want to talk about the time I had stroke and how people helped me. This is important to just to remember those who help you in your hard time. Like I said in previous videos, stroke happened due to your brain injury. I had major brain injury, I had major brain hemorrhage. That's why I lost all my left side movements. I lost I'm paralyzed, left side paralyzed. When I was in hospital, like in December 2019, the day I had a stroke, I went to hospital. First thing, if this happened to you, if you have a stroke or something, make sure you ring somebody who knows you, who knows your well, and who knows you, what you're doing, and what your families are, what your relatives are. That's first thing I done. I rang my sister Sharon. I rang her straight away. This is happening to me. I had a stroke. Sharon, please come down, and I'm going to hospital now. I already ordered that ambulance and I'm going to hospital. Believe me, she done that very well. She helped me a lot. Not only Sharon, whole family came there. She got my phone. She handled my phone very well. From very long time, I never hide anything from Sharon. She knew, always knew all my passwords, my like emails, my phone, even my contacts. She knew all of them, mostly all of them. The people, those who were with me, thus Ashni was there, Sonu was there, Sando was there, a lot of people were there, those who were working with me. So they helped a lot as well. Soon I got up in the ITU. I remember everybody was there just shouting at me or trying to talk to me or trying to just they were happy that I just came into life or I'm just survived. What happened to me during coma, that's I'm not discussing that here. I will discuss that in some other time when my free time I might be done that open do that openly. University Hospital Coventry was my initial treatment. When I got up, when I get back into life, like after coma, I was so shocked, I was so surprised, and I was so upset as well that how come I was a very fine person and I just lost everything. All my left side was just paralyzed. I couldn't even sit down, couldn't even talk properly, couldn't even eat properly. That was the day I just decided in my mind Doesn't matter if it happened to me. I knew it happened due to my own fault. I'm not blaming anyone to that about that. It was my own fault. First of all, I was on uh, blood pressure tablets. Stop taking them. Second thing, I was like drinking heavily due to stress, due to like troubles in my life, whatever was that. I don't know, remember that. I think more was I was drinking heavily. Soon I got stressed, I just start drinking and go to sleep. Believe me, that's not right thing to do. So keep looking after your health. If you are healthy and well, only then you can make changes. Otherwise, no. If you die, what you gonna do after death? Nothing. There is nothing after death. So you can do only do things while you are alive. Try to do as much as you can when you are alive, and that this will help you in your recovery as well. I'm talking about the people who helped me a lot. So everybody was there. They were like helping me. They used to stay in the hospital for late, like 10, 11 o'clock every day. Come in the morning every day, getting me food to eat, just keeping me occupied with talkings and stuff like that. Same time, I'm very lucky that my mom came from all the way from India. She came from India and she been looking after me since then. She still looks after me. For me, it's my new birth again, and my mom, it reminded me my childhood again. The way my mom treat me, the way my mom cook for me, the way my mom feed me, the way my mom wash my clothes and stuff. It's amazing. Moms are moms are perfect. Moms are a second god. When there were a lot of people, those who like don't want to talk to me, those who were ignoring me, ignoring my phone calls, ignoring my text messages, there were a lot of people. Then I thought, to keep me busy somehow, I started writing a book. Hopefully the book will be published soon. Started writing a book. I finished the book as well. I started doing uh, making YouTube channel. My channel called Large Life. I upload a lot of videos on there. Maybe it's not for everybody, but it might help somebody who are in same situation like me. Then I started a YouTube channel, another YouTube channel called DTV. I hired people in India, made a studio in India, made a proper plan in India and everything. Started working on that. I don't want to be like staying in bed. Here I want to say, use most of your time, keep you occupied, keep using your brain. The more you use your brain, the better it will be for you. The second, people who help me a lot, and I'm always be grateful to them as well. Those are NHS people, especially first in UHCW in Coventry. After stroke, they done initial treatment. They helped me a lot. Initial rehab was done there. You can imagine I was like, I never had any sort of balance, never had anything, nothing I can say. If I say nothing, nothing. The only thing I had that time was my strong heart, strong mind, and determination, and my willpower to get better. Still remember all the staff there, those who help me, those who look after me. I found God saved my life. The real God looked after me, and real God are people who does care, those who does the doctors, the nurses, all the hospital staff, for frontline workers. I can say. I remember the time I had stroke, same time the corona thing started, corona pandemic started, and it was very busy in university hospital. So they had to move me to some other rehab place. When they said they're gonna remove me to Lamington Spa Rehabilitation Hospital, I was so scared that day. So scared that I don't know anybody there. I don't know how the people will be, how the staff will be, and stuff. Thank God when I went to Leamington Spa Hospital, first people I met was Lona and Cindy. Lona and Cindy, they made me so happy. They made me so comfortable. I know they remember what happened, and we've been like laughing about all my stay at Leamington Hospital. The people there, the worker there, the nurses there, the staff there is amazing. They made me feel like it was a family house. They never let me think about anything else. They never let me think about family. They never let me thought about my family, my friends, or anything. All day we were like doing something, whether that is in the kitchen or in the play area or something, or even in the room. I need to mention here the room. In the room, I had Luke with me. I had Robert with me. Still remember them and still know how we used to like laugh every day with each other. Especially Robert. Robert was an amazing person. It's a shame I can't make contact with them afterwards. I lost their contacts. Lost contact with them. It's just sometimes I do remember them a lot. You can't do anything. There are a lot of staff there. I can name everybody here. Like then the person is there, Nancy there, Amaji there, Jazz is there, Brian is there. It's called Campion Board. All the kitchen staff there. Megan there, Amber there, Ellie, Anna there, Annie there. I might forget some names, but still remember all of them. Karen there, Jin there, Michelle is there. Lot of people. Neha there. I remember there's a little girl. She have glasses on and she used to like bring tea and coffee trolley. I still remember how she used to say, "You want some tea, coffee? You want some tea, coffee?" And I always says to, "Yeah, I'll have some coffee, or I'll have some tea or chocolate." I have two, three good friends all around the like different parts of the world. Those who kept talking to me every day, just giving me strength to carry on with my rehab. It was my friend Suman from Spain, my friend Jitinder from India, my cousin sister Rita in Denmark, my friends from here as well, UK. It's very important when you have a friend around you in your hard time. It's very important. Believe me, you can survive, you can get up, you can be normal again. But this those who ignored you, those who like give you hard time, you will remember them as well. Don't forget those who help you. Again, my request is do not stress yourself, do not frustrate yourself. Carry on with your rehab. That's more important. Nothing else is important at the moment for you. You need to get better first. So in today's video again, keep focus your mind on your progression, your rehab. Stay calm. Develop some hobby or anything, whether that's writing, whether that's talking to some, or whether that's watching TV. Even TV helped me a lot to remember my past, my old pictures, my family pictures, friends pictures. They helped me a lot to go back to past and remember everything slowly, slowly. That helped me in my recovery. I hope this video just maybe help, maybe give us answer you some of your questions and help you to stay normal, stay happy and stay focused. Please, anything is not end of the world. It's your life is very precious life for everyone. No, it's not only for me. Anybody who live in here, life is very important for you, and you can. It's in your hands. If you want to make it successful, if you want to make it beautiful, if you want to make it peaceful, prosperous, whatever. So keep focus on your life. Keep focus on your progression and development. Thank you very much for today. We will be talking about some other things afterwards.